Good evening, everyone. You're in the spotlight with Brian Gardner for this Tuesday, September the 4th, 2018. Good to have you all here for our first of 2 shows this week. Yes, for the first time since I think February or January. I think it might have been January. We are going to be doing 2 shows this week. Is that the start of something? We'll see. We'll talk more about that later in the week. But we have a big show tonight, and we're starting off very late. My apologies. I said this over the last few weeks. Well, I'll start with this first. I've said this over the last few weeks that, one of the concerns I have, we did this with the film awards too. We had a little bit of a shorter amount of time in between the process when we start the process for the awards and when we end the process. We did it with the film awards, now we did it with the TV awards. The concern you have is that everything can get done in time. You know it can get done, but can it get done in time? Meaning, can it be ready for when you want to start the show? Well, it didn't happen for the film awards, and here we are again for the TV awards. It did not happen. Things were not quite complete. Maybe part of the problem was it was Labor Day weekend. People were off doing things. So, hey, you live and you learn. I thought maybe we corrected some of the issues before that took place during the film awards process that would prevent us from getting this done in time. I guess not. So you live and you learn, and maybe next time around we'll make sure that we do it allowing more time to get things done. But it is what it is. But we do have all the results. Everything is ready to go. As always, now, is this an award show? So, we won't obviously be looking too much at feedback throughout the show, but we do want your feedback. So I still remind you of the ways in which you can contribute and interact with our show. So again, if you want to have your voice heard, email us at itspotlight411@gmail.com. You can also follow us and tweet us at itspotlight411. Remember to use the hashtag itspotlight411 or hashtag ITSTV Awards, because that is tonight, the TV Awards. So that is what's going on tonight. So make sure you use that hashtag. Of course, you can find us on Facebook. Just search for In the Spotlight 411 on Facebook. And then make sure that you like and follow our fan page. This is one of our bigger shows of the year, just like the film awards are. It's a huge night for us. I always hate to get it started late, but you can't do anything about that. Again, we couldn't really help the fact that things weren't ready. So it is what it is, but we are ready to go now. And we will do what we always do. Whenever we do these award shows, we always start off how? Well, we start off by giving you the nominees for the live voted awards. These are the awards that you'll be able to vote on live during the TV awards here tonight. So I will start the show off by giving these to you right now. Why am I doing this now before I get into it? Because here's the thing. Before I get into anything like reminders, why am I doing this? Because you're only going to have about an hour to get to submit your winners for this. Okay, so with that in mind, we want to make sure we get this to you at the top of the show, so that when we're going through all the other stuff and going through, the awards and everything, you guys and girls out there can vote and get your votes in, and then we can count them, and then we don't end up on the air for 4 hours. Okay, so from the time I give you the nominees, okay, you have an hour to submit your winners. Okay, now you can do this one of two ways. You can either, each category is going to have, I think, 3 nominees, so you can either rank them in order of which one you like the best, and then of course we'll give more points to the top, whatever one's ranked first, or you can just vote for one, and then we'll just take that one and we'll issue your vote for that. Whatever you want to do is fine. I know, because it's meant to be quick. It's meant to be like boom, 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 and then send it in. So, and remember, you can only do this by email only, not by social media. It's just too hard to tabulate things when it's all over the place. So, by email only at itspotlight411@gmail.com. That's when you can submit your winners for the live voted awards. So, we'll start off by giving you those nominees, and then you'll have an hour to vote on them. And in the meantime, we'll conduct all our other business, including including announcing the winners of the other awards that will be presented this evening. So let's get right down to it here and announce the nominees for the live awards. These are the awards, again, that we voted on live during the show tonight. And the nominees for these awards were decided on by you, all of you out there that participated these last couple weeks in helping to decide the live award voted nominees. This is the results of your work, your submissions. This is the result of it. So, nobody else to blame but yourselves. for these nominees. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying that this is what you got. So it is what it is. All right. So with that being said, let me pull up everything here so I have everything because I just got the results a few minutes before we go on air. And people think I lie about that. I don't. I don't like to look at things before I get them. I like my reactions to be genuine. So when I say I truly just got them, I truly just got them. I haven't looked at them. So with that in mind, let's get into the live vote award nominees. So here you go. The nominees for the live vote awards. Here's your first live award vote. Live award nominees for tonight. Best TV moment of the year. Daenerys attacks the Lannisters, Game of Thrones. We have Fitzsimmons gets married, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and The Breaking of the Loop, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So those are your nominees for Best TV Moment of the Year. Daenerys attacks the Lannisters, Game of Thrones. Fitzsimmons gets married, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Breaking of the Loop, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The nominees for Best TV Decision of the Year. The Conners, ABC. Bringing Back Last Man Standing, Fox. Bringing Back Lucifer, Netflix. Again, the nominees for Best TV Decision of the Year. The Conners, ABC. Bringing Back Last Man Standing, Fox. Bringing Back Lucifer, Netflix. All right, the nominees for Most Improved Show of the Year. The nominees are Gotham, Grey's Anatomy, and Legends of Tomorrow. And the nominees for Most Improved Show of the Year. Gotham, Grey's Anatomy, Legends of Tomorrow. The nominees for Most Underappreciated Show, Actor, or Actress of the Year. The nominees are... Sorry, my page just went off on me here. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Okay. Hang on a second. I gotta pull this back up because the whole page just went down. Okay, there we go. All right. The Most Underappreciated Show, Actor, Actress of the Year nominees. Ozark. The Middle. And the child actors of Stranger Things. It's funny because two of them are nominated tonight, but I digress. So, nominees for Most Underappreciated Show, Actor, Actress of the Year, Ozark, The Middle, and the child actors of Stranger Things. Best Streaming Network, the nominees are Amazon, Hulu, Netflix. Again, the nominees for Best Streaming Network, Amazon, Hulu, Netflix. The nominees for Best Streaming Show, Stranger Things, The Crown, The Handmaid's Tale. Again, the nominees for Best Streaming Show, Stranger Things, The Crown, Handmaid's Tale. The nominees for Best Miniseries or Limited Series, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story. The Sinner, Twin Peaks. Again, the nominees for Best Miniseries or Limited Series, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story. The Sinner, and Twin Peaks. The nominees for Best Miniseries or Limited Series Performance. Jessica Biel, The Sinner. Darren Criss, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story. Kyle MacLachlan, Twin Peaks. Again, the nominees for Best Miniseries or Limited Series Performance. Jessica Biel, The Sinner. Darren Criss, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story. And Kyle MacLachlan, Twin Peaks. Okay. So now that we've concluded that, you have an hour. So you have until 11:27 p.m. Eastern Time to submit your winners for these live voted awards, the nominees I just presented. Again, you can choose one or two ways to vote. You can either rank them in terms of how you like them from first to third, or you can just pick one. Whatever you want to do. And you can only do this by email only at itspotlight411@gmail.com. So that process begins now. So you have an hour. In the meantime, we will go about the rest of the awards. Now, a couple of reminders off the top. Remember, we're going to have 2 shows this week before we get into all the awards here. 2 shows this week. Thursday, we'll do our usual stuff. We'll do some wrestling. We'll do some entertainment, box office beat. We'll also do a lot of sports stuff. We'll do some baseball. We'll do some stuff on this Nike Colin Kaepernick thing. We'll set up the stage for NFL opening night, which will be Thursday night. Talk about that. We'll talk about the NFL opening weekend. And we got some big announcements to make in regards to the show. We'll talk a little bit about what's going to be going on and what's going to be happening on Thursday. So it's a big show on Thursday here. Really, this is our welcome back week. Summer, even most of the spring. People are off. They're outside. They're doing things. They're busy. So, this first show after Labor Day is always, a big show. We don't always do the TV awards the next day after Labor Day. Sometimes we do it on the Thursday following Labor Day. This year I decided to move it to Tuesday. These shows this first week in September are always kind of like our welcome back shows for everybody's been on summer vacation and kind of in and out. And because the summer, that's what it is about. You're kind of in and out. You're off doing other things. You're busy. And so here we are. School's back in session. People might be back to work. A lot of things going on too. But, you head into fall and you head into winter. You're spending more time around the house and not really going out so much and stuff like that. So that's kind of, that's why I always like to think of this first week of September as our welcome back week kind of thing. So that's what this is. So and it's kind of nice to have, to have this welcome back week, and then we're back to 2 shows this week. It feels right, and it feels good to be back in kind of the swing of things. It's been a while. So, all right. So with all that being said, let's jump in here and let's get to the awards here and start these TV awards for the 8th time, our 8th annual In the Spotlight TV Awards. We're going to do things kind of like we did with the nominations. We're going to start off with some of the other, not the major categories, but like some of the genre categories, like news and news discussion show and culinary and all that kind of stuff. So we'll start off in the talk show category. Let's go to the talk show categories first. We will start off with Outstanding Daytime Talk Show Host. The nominees are Ellen DeGeneres, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, syndicated. Julie Chen, Sarah Gilbert, Cheryl Underwood, Eve, and Sharon Osbourne, The Talk, CBS. Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Candace Cameron Bure, Meghan McCain, Sarah Haynes, Paula Ferris, Sunny Hostin, and Jebediah Bila, The View, ABC. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Daytime Talk Show Host goes to Ellen DeGeneres, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, syndicated. Before I discuss, I'll go on to the next category, which is Outstanding Daytime Talk Show. The nominees are The Ellen DeGeneres Show, syndicated. The Talk, CBS. The View, ABC. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Daytime Talk Show goes to The Ellen DeGeneres Show, syndicated. So no surprise, I said this on the night the nominations came out, that The Ellen DeGeneres Show would probably win both. It's been the case for the last few years. I had even less doubt that would happen this year because I think a lot of people are staying away from the shows that cover more of the politics. Ellen's just an entertaining show. It's just gets your mind off your problems. It's escapism. So that, with that in mind, I thought she was even more of a lock this year, and she was. So now we go to the late night talk show categories. The nominees for Outstanding Late Night Talk Show Host: Stephen Colbert, Late Show with Stephen Colbert, CBS. James Corden, Late Show with James Corden, CBS. Conan O'Brien, Conan, TBS. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Late Night Talk Show Host goes to James Corden, Late Show with James Corden, CBS. We'll move on to the Outstanding Late Night Talk Show category. Outstanding Late Night Talk Show. The nominees are Conan, TBS. Jimmy Kimmel Live, ABC. Late Show with Stephen Colbert, CBS. Late Show with James Corden, CBS. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Late Night Talk Show goes to Late Show with James Corden, CBS. So, James Corden, who's having quite the run here, and I figured it'd come down to him or Colbert. That was an easy thing. But you know, one of the nice things about this category over the years is it doesn't always get dominated by one show or one person. It kind of goes back and forth. You see somebody different take it every year. We've had Conan take it. We've had Kimmel take it. We've had Colbert. We've had Stewart. That's the cool thing about it. It kind of changes. There's an ebb and flow to it. And usually, sometimes not even sometimes, often you'll see, you know, whatever wins show might not necessarily win host. But this year, you know, Corden wins both. And look, his show, very popular. They got the carpool karaoke. They do a lot of fun stuff with music and everything. It's a very popular show. It's a kind of, and you know, again, I kind of get the feeling people are staying away from politics, even though it does get discussed in terms of comedy. But Colbert does get a little political sometimes for obvious reasons. So I think maybe that was a big factor here. And now you get James Corden, who, if he brings it up, it's just in joking fashion, then kind of moves on. So again, escapism and fun and music, it lends itself to a lot of popularity right now. So I think it's a worthy choice. I think it's a good choice. So good. I think very good choices here on James Corden and his show winning in these two respective categories. Speaking of politics and news, we now move on to the news and news discussion show categories. The nominees for Outstanding News Discussion Show, Host, or Personality. The nominees: Al Roker, Samantha Guthrie, Willie Geist, Hoda Cobb, Catherine Gifford, Carson Daly, Jenna Bush Hager, and Nana Morales, The Today Show, NBC. David Muir, ABC World News with David Muir, ABC. George Stephanopoulos, Robin Roberts, Amy Robach, Robert Spencer, Michael Strahan, and Ginger Z, Good Morning America, ABC. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding News Discussion Show, Host, or Personality goes to David Muir, ABC World News with David Muir, ABC. And the nominees for Outstanding News or News Discussion Show are ABC World News with David Muir, ABC. Good Morning America, ABC. The Today Show, NBC. And In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding News or News Discussion Show goes to Good Morning America, ABC. So, like I just mentioned, sometimes you get splits in these kind of categories where the show wins the show award but doesn't win the host. And that's what happened here. Now, last year, I had David Muir win both. Here, David Muir wins host. Good Morning America wins show. Maybe that's a little bit of Good Morning America offers more entertainment. While, you know, people respect David Muir, he's a great reporter. He's great at what he does, so they give him the host award. I think I could see it that way. So, good choices. No issues with it. Not much you can say about it, really. So, we move on. Now we move on to the Outstanding Lifestyle Culinary Show and Outstanding Lifestyle Culinary Show Host or Personality. The nominees for Outstanding Lifestyle Culinary Show Host or Personality are Guy Fieri, Guy's Ranch Kitchen, The Food Network. Cara Hall, The Chew, ABC. Vivian Howard, A Chef's Life, PBS. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Lifestyle Culinary Show Host or Personality goes to Guy Fieri, Guy's Ranch Kitchen, The Food Network. And the nominees for Outstanding Lifestyle Culinary Show are Antiques Roadshow, PBS. The Chew, ABC. Who Do You Think You Are, TLC. And In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Lifestyle Culinary Show goes to Who Do You Think You Are, TLC. Honestly, you know, I could have saw anybody winning either one of these awards. The Chew, it's last season. Antiques Roadshow is popular. Who Do You Think You Are is popular. I could have said anything. I could saw anything winning these. But Guy Fieri is fiercely popular, so no surprise to see him win. And in regards to that host or personality, and again, I could see but still, I could have seen anybody winning that one too. So it was really wide open. I really don't watch any of these shows. I've seen them all at least once at one point or another. I just don't watch them regularly, you know. So I can't really say, you know, go over here and go, good choice. But you know what? I guess it is a good choice because you all voted for it. So can't go wrong with that. All right, next up, Outstanding Special Class Show or Special and Outstanding Special Class Show or Special Performance. The nominees for Outstanding Special Class Show, or Special Performance are Charles Barkley, NBA Playoffs, TNT. Seth Meyers, the 75th Annual Golden Globe Awards, NBC. Ernie Johnson, NBA Playoffs, TNT. Jimmy Kimmel, the 90th Annual Academy Awards, ABC. Shaquille O'Neal, NBA Playoffs, TNT. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Special Class Show or Special Performance goes to Jimmy Kimmel, the 90th Annual Academy Awards, ABC. The nominees for Outstanding Special Class Show or Special: March Madness 2018, CBS Turner. NBA Playoffs on TNT, TNT. The 90th Annual Academy Awards, ABC. The 75th Annual Golden Globe Awards, NBC. The 72nd Annual Tony Awards, CBS. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Special Class Show or Special goes to the 75th Annual Golden Globe Awards, NBC. So we've seen this a little bit already tonight, a little bit of a split in these categories, which is interesting because usually they follow up on each other. But Kimmel wins Show or Special Performance, and the Golden Globes wins Show or Special. Well, Kimmel is always great as the Oscar host. He's great, so I don't have a problem with that. I thought Seth Meyers did a great job with the Golden Globes. We could have advocated for him. The Golden Globes, to me, is always the best award show of the year. They have all the actors and actors from TV and from film all in one room. It's always fun. That's what makes it a great environment and great thing to watch, even if you don't agree with some of the choices they make as far as nominations and winners. So I never go along with that as a choice. So good choices here. All right. We'll now move on to the game show categories: Outstanding Game Show and Outstanding Game Show Host or Personality. The nominees for Outstanding Game Show Host or Personality are Wayne Brady, Let's Make a Deal, CBS. Steve Harvey, Family Feud, syndicated. Alex Trebek, Jeopardy, syndicated. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Game Show Host or Personality goes to Alex Trebek, Jeopardy, syndicated. And the nominees for Outstanding Game Show: Jeopardy, syndicated. Let's Make a Deal, CBS. Wheel of Fortune, syndicated. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Game Show goes to Jeopardy, syndicated. So Jeopardy sweeps both categories. I told you all on the night the nominations came out, I felt like Jeopardy would be big here. I could see, I said Jeopardy could win show. Maybe Steve Harvey wins host or personality. We've had that happen before. We've had it where Jeopardy and Trebek won both. So I wasn't surprised by this, and it's always deserved. Jeopardy is an incredible, incredible show. All right, now the Educational Children's Show categories. The nominees for Outstanding Educational Children's Show Host or Personality are Asher Angel, Andy Mack, Disney Channel. Peyton Elizabeth Lee, Andy Mack, Disney Channel. Joshua Rush, Andy Mack, Disney Channel. And Carol Spinney, Sesame Street, PBS. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Educational or Children's Show Host or Personality goes to Joshua Rush, Andy Mack, Disney Channel. The nominees for Outstanding Educational or Children's Show are Disney's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Disney Channel. Andy Mack, Disney Channel. Sesame Street, PBS. I should say PBS and HBO because that's what it is. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Educational or Children's Show goes to Andy Mack, Disney Channel. I said this the night of the nominations. When you see a show, especially in this category, that dominates the actor, actress, or personality host category, that usually means they're going to win show, and it usually means they're going to at least probably win that host or personality category. It's not one of those categories where things get negated or anything like that. And look, I haven't seen the show. I've heard things. People say it's for children. It's a very good show. It's actually pretty dramatic at times, but it sends a good message. And look, they have an openly gay character on the show. That's a teenager. I think that's the character that Joshua Rush plays. So it makes sense that he'd win here. It makes sense that the show would win. It does. It's a very contemporary show for kids to learn a lot. So I applaud it. I think good choices here, and We need more that kind of programming on TV because it really does help educate and also entertain children. So, and teenagers and tweens and whatnot. So, all right. So we've done a lot of the kind of like, I like to call them the in-between categories. People care about them, but they're not like, the huge categories. So, so we'll jump into some of the more bigger categories here, and we'll go into the reality and reality competition show categories. First off, the nominees for outstanding reality or reality competition show host or personality: Tom Bergeron, Dancing with the Stars, ABC; Adam Levine, The Voice, NBC; Katy Perry, American Idol, ABC; Blake Shelton, The Voice, NBC. And the Indie Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Reality or Reality Competition Show Host or Personality goes to Blake Shelton, The Voice, NBC. And the nominees for Outstanding Reality or Reality Competition Show: American Idol, ABC; The Amazing Race, CBS; Survivor, CBS; The Voice, NBC. And the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Reality or Reality Competition Show goes to American Idol, ABC. Interesting. So American Idol wins show. Blake Shelton wins for The Voice and host or personality. Now, I am kind of shocked American Idol won because even though, people look, people always have liked American Idol. But the thing is, it wasn't gone for very long. And a lot of people didn't exactly like the reboot. It did okay, but, it wasn't overwhelmingly like, oh, wow. But you know what? I think a lot of these reality competition shows have come back down to earth where the people that watch them are just regular fans. Very few other people watch them. Unless they commit to become fans of a contestant and they follow them. So I don't think there's any one of these that's like an overwhelmingly more popular show than the other. Like for the last few years, American Idol was on the air. American Idol had better success as far as selling records. The Voice, was the more popular show. And then, of course, sometimes Survivor and Amazing Race were the more popular shows over the singing contest. So, I think they're all on more of an equal playing field now. And I think that changes the game a little bit. So maybe that's how American Idol was able to win here. And look, I'm not surprised to see Blake Shelton win. He's very popular. People like him. I pretty much thought this was going to be either Shelton or Levine winning this award. So not really too surprised by that development. All right, so we go from the reality categories to trying to see if I skipped over anything in these areas here. Okay, to animated, which we only have one category, but still we'll do it right now. The nominees for Outstanding Animated Series: Bob's Burgers, Fox; Family Guy, Fox; Rick and Morty, Cartoon Network, sorry; South Park, Comedy Central; The Simpsons, Fox. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Animated Series goes to Rick and Morty, Cartoon Network. That's a surprise because this category has been dominated by South Park since we began the TV awards. But this was also the first year in a couple years that South Park didn't also get nominated in comedy series. We've seen that the last few years. Didn't have the best year. So that's probably why. Actually, I think maybe Bob's Burgers might have won last year. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe South Park hasn't won in 2 years. So they haven't had the best couple years. But look, every one of these shows has their fan bases. They're all popular. I always say I like to think people vote on quality. If South Park's down, if some of the other shows are down, and Rick and Morty was something that was more quality, then hey, good choice. Look, it is nice to see something new win every once in a while. That's that always tells me that there's something to that. So I've seen it a few times. Not a bad show, so I think it's a good choice. Good choice. It's a little bit of a surprise. That's all. All right. So we're moving pretty quickly, so I gotta be careful because I gotta be careful because we don't want to go too fast, and then the voting's not done. But thankfully, we're one of the things I told, especially since I'm the only host doing this, things are going to move quicker. So I did tell our esteemed voting tabulators that you're going to have to really make sure that you count these votes along the way. Because we can't just wait, it can't be one of these situations where, once the voting closes, we have to wait, half hour or so. It might only be like 5 minutes that we have to wait, that we're going to be able to wait. So I've told them to count the votes along the way, so that we don't, get stuck. And look, we do have time. It's just a matter of, not going too fast and having to fill time with me just rambling on, which I do enough of anyway. But we don't announce the live voted award winners until right before the biggest award of the night, Best Picture. So, we do have time. But the thing is, I told you all that 11/28 was the deadline, so I have to fill that time. So, the way we're moving through categories, we could probably get a lot of the awards done before we even close the voting. So that's why we kind of have to, not only we have to slow down, but I have to make sure that our vote tabulators are on their game and keeping right up with everything, so that we don't have to wait too long after the voting deadline passes for the results. So, but thankfully, I don't think there'll be a problem because, like I said, they're kind of keeping up on it. So that's something I think we're going to do from now on, because this makes it easier instead of what we've done in the past, which is what we end the voting and then all of a sudden we have to wait like 20, 25 minutes for the results to come in. That just takes too long. So, all right, we're going to jump now into the outstanding new show categories. So the nominees for outstanding new show: actor, actress, or performer: Bill Hader, Barry, HBO; Aubrey Joseph, Marvel's Cloak and Dagger, Freeform; Olivia Holt, Marvel's Cloak and Dagger, Freeform; Sandra Oh, Killing Eve, BBC America. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding New Show, Actor, Actress, or Performer is Sandra Oh, Killing Eve, BBC America. Well, Grey's Anatomy, they get a random kind of nomination in Most Improved Show. So see Sandra Oh win shouldn't be a surprise. She's very popular from Grey's Anatomy, of course. Yeah, I could have saw anybody in this category winning. I thought it was a wide open category. And they're all great actors and actresses. So I've seen Sandra Oh's work in Killing. She's great. So can't go wrong with this choice. I think it's a very, very good choice. The nominees for Outstanding New Show: Barry, HBO; Black Lightning, CW; Killing Eve, BBC America; Marvel's Cloak and Dagger, Freeform; The Chi, Showtime; The Gifted, Fox. And this Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding New Show goes to Marvel's Cloak and Dagger, Freeform. Again, a wide open category. I thought any one of these shows could win. But, Cloak and Dagger is a little bit more recent. Plus, I think it appeals more to younger audiences. So that, that could help a little bit too. So, again, couldn't go wrong with any of these choices. So I don't have any issue with any of these shows winning. They're all good shows. So no big critical what do you call it? Rants for me on this one. Good choices here. All right, the nominees for Outstanding Ensemble. It's an award I always like because ensembles are very important thing. Cast is very important. How the cast works off each other, the collaboration of actors that you have, the quality of actors that you have, very important. So always one of my favorite awards. The Outstanding Ensemble Award, the nominees are Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC, starring Clark Gregg, Ming-Na Wen, Chloe Bennett, Ian DeKostriker, Elizabeth Henstridge, Henry Simmons, and others. Modern Family, ABC, Ed O'Neill, Sofia Vergara, Joey Bowen, Ty Burrell, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, Eric Stonestreet, and others. Shameless, Showtime, William H. Macy, Emmy Rossum, Jeremy Allen White, Cameron Monaghan, Emma Kenny, and others. Stranger Things, Netflix, Winona Ryder, David Harbour, Finn Wolfhard, Millie Bobby Brown, Gaten Matarazzo, Caleb McLaughlin, Natalia Dyer, Charlie Heaton, Cara Buono, Noah Schnapp, Joe Keery, and others. The middle, ABC, Neil Flynn, Patricia Heaton, Shari McDermott, Eden Scher, Atticus Shaffer, and others. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Ensemble goes to Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. I thought anybody in this group could have won except for Modern Family. That's not because Modern Family's casting is good. Their cast is good, but I think they're kind of, once the show exceeds a certain point, people kind of start to forget about them, But I thought the middle with nostalgia could win this one. I thought obviously Stranger Things, because the kids never seem to get nominated for anything other than Millie and Noah, and and then obviously Winona Ryder near Harbor gets some accolades. So I thought maybe people would, push Stranger Things here so the kids get something out of this. Shameless, of course, always underappreciated. They got a great cast. But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has done well in this award, and I think it's because of how close the cast is. It really exudes on screen. That's one of the reasons why they all work so well together, have great chemistry, is they all get along. And this season and last season, really put the connection between the characters and the actors really in the spotlight. No pun intended. The bonds between the characters were at the heart of the storytelling the last two seasons. And the close bond between these actors allowed them to tell the stories they want to tell effectively. This cast works so well off each other. They're so comfortable with each other. And I think that really does help. And I think that makes them one of the best casts on TV. And all these casts are brilliant, and they all work well together. But I think that the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cast is a special group. They're all charismatic. They're all fun. They all work together. They're like a big family, and it's just amazing. So can never go wrong with them winning this award. Never. So well-deserved, especially given the season they had. All right, the nominees for Outstanding Breakthrough Performance. Bill Hader, Barry, HBO. Kerry Russell, The Americans, FX. Noah Schnapp, Stranger Things, Netflix. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Breakthrough Performance goes to Noah Schnapp, Stranger Things, Netflix. Now, first of all, when we announced the nominees, I commented that I didn't think Kerry Russell should be nominated here, and I wasn't. And afterwards, I even thought about Bill Hader because he's had a significant career too. So, but it was what it was. That's what happens with this category every year. We explain it. We try to explain this category to people every year and try to get them to understand. But it is what it is. Either way, I think it's the right choice here. Noah winning this award. He was absolutely phenomenal this year. To me, he gave one of the best performances I've ever seen by anybody at that age. But really, one of the best actors of the year, if not the best of the year, in my opinion. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and he really did essentially carry the entire show for a season. What Millie Bobby Brown did in season 1, Noah did in season 2 for Stranger Things. But I think it was even more difficult for him because he was essentially playing a dual role in terms of playing Will, the normal Will versus the Will that's possessed, and it's a duality there. It's a difficult thing. And it's a very hard role. There was a lot of physicality involved, and all the credit in the world. I think it's well deserved by him. He deserves more accolades, and he's getting brilliant performance by Noah Schnapp, and totally well deserved here for Outstanding Breakthrough Performance. All right, we now move on. Now it's 10:57. We have a couple of other genre type awards, but what I want to do, I want to try to break up, the rest of the genre awards, like the acting categories and the genre awards, etc. The overall outstanding lead actor, the overall outstanding lead actress, best show. I want to try to break that up. So in order to do that, we're going to jump now into obviously some of the big categories in these genre categories. The outstanding lead actor, lead actress, supporting actors, and show in the 3 respective genres that we really do recognize in terms of the big awards. So we're going to jump into that now, and that should take us right up to, for the most part, to 11:27. So there's a lot of of categories here and a lot of names. So we'll start off in outstanding comedy. We'll start off with outstanding supporting actress in a comedy series. The nominees are Alex Borstein, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Amazon. Leslie Jones, Saturday Night Live, NBC. Kate McKinnon, Saturday Night Live, NBC. Laurie Metcalf, Roseanne, ABC. Megan Mullally, Will and Grace, NBC. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series goes to a tie. The two winners, Laurie Metcalf, Roseanne, ABC. Megan Mullally, Will and Grace, NBC. I'm going to go category by category right now because, it also it breaks things. I just think it'll help with these acting categories. Once you get to these other ones, it just makes more sense to do it this way. We haven't done it this way in a while, but it is what it just. I don't know. I just feel like doing it this way this time. So, I figured it would probably come down to Laurie or Megan. Both, with the reboots and relaunches of their respective shows. We've seen, Kate McKinnon do very well here in the last couple of years. So I wouldn't have been surprised to see her either, but yeah, Laurie always does great work, and and she did great work on Roseanne this year. And Megan always got recognized for her work on Will and Grace, so to see her here doesn't shock me either. So very well deserved, and very well deserved, and can't go wrong with both choices. You really can't. Laurie's probably going to carry a lot of the load on the Connors now, and Megan's. Really, in my opinion, Megan kind of, her and Sean Hayes do make Will and Grace. They make it. They're the ones that kind of allow the kind of bring the flashy, fun type stuff to the show. So I do enjoy, and I've always thought that. So I do think they always deserve. I was kind of shocked to see Sean Hayes wasn't nominated on our awards, but they're a big part of that. What makes that show work, always have been, and I always think they should be recognized for their work. So, to see Megan Mullally nominated here is great. So both women deserve this. So good for them. Good choices there. All right, now the nominees for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series: Louis Anderson, Baskets, FX. Alec Baldwin, Saturday Night Live, NBC. Titus Burgess, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Netflix. Ty Burrell, Modern Family, ABC. Tony Shalhoub, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Amazon. Eric Stonestreet, Modern Family, ABC. Kenan Thompson, Saturday Night Live, NBC. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series goes to Kenan Thompson, Saturday Night Live, NBC. So one of the things I think has been interesting over the last couple of years is Saturday Night Live is starting to get recognized by award shows again, both ours and the ones that are televised, Emmys and Golden Globes. And you've seen Alec Baldwin, you've seen Kate McKinnon, but one of the guys that I should say that I think has deserved accolades for years of work is Kenan Thompson. He's been one of the unsung MVPs of Saturday Night Live. He's absolutely bright. I've thought that since he was a kid on all that, and he's an amazing comedian, a great performer, and I'm very happy to see him get recognized here. And again, this was kind of like a wide open category. I could have seen Tony Shalhoub, I could have seen Titus Burgess, I could have seen Alec Baldwin, Louis Anderson. But I'm very happy to see Kenan win here because I think it's very well deserved. He's very, very good, and he often gets underappreciated, underrecognized. So very good choice here on Kenan Thompson taking the Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series award here. Now, Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series: Pamela Adlon, Better Things, FX. Rachel Brosnahan, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Amazon. Tracy Ellis Ross, Blackish, ABC. Patricia Heaton, The Middle, ABC. Allison Janney, Mom, CBS. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series goes to Patricia Heaton, The Middle, ABC. I thought maybe on a nomination night when we announced all the nominees, I thought we would see a big representation for The Middle. It's always been popular with our show. It never really won, but it's been nominated. But with it being the last season, it being such a popular show, and I think a lot of people that might have said, you know what? Sometimes when a show goes on for so long, people take it for granted. It's always going to be there. We can go back, we can watch reruns, whatever. And then when the show gets canceled or decides going off there, then everybody starts to find it again, and they catch up and they revisit it. And there's that like, oh, this was always such a good show. Oh, like it gets recognized again. And I think that's what happened with The Middle. So I said this on the nomination, I thought we could see The Middle do well here. So to see Patricia Heaton win here, which she's won our award show before, but to see her win here doesn't surprise me, and I think it's well deserved. She's brilliant, and how amazing is it for Patricia Heaton to go from such a long-standing role on Everybody Loves Raymond, where she got won many awards and did very, very well, to another show that lasts for almost a decade in The Middle. I mean, she's had a sustained career on 2 shows for pretty much 2 decades. She, had steady work on a sitcom. It's amazing. It's very, very unique to do that. So great choice here in Patricia Heaton. The nominees for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series: Anthony Anderson, Blackish, ABC; Ted Danson, The Good Place, NBC; Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm, HBO; Neil Flynn, The Middle, ABC; and Bill Hader, Barry, HBO. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series goes to Neil Flynn, The Middle, ABC. Neil Flynn is the epitome of an under-recognized, underappreciated actor. He never got recognized for Scrubs, and he never got recognized for The Middle. If anybody got recognized for The Middle, it's always Patricia Heaton. And now he finally gets recognized here, and it's so overdue. He's so good, and he oftentimes, because he's not flashy, he's kind of like an understated type, kind of dry wit kind of guy, that doesn't get remembered as much. It doesn't get remembered as much as some of the other, lead actors in a comedy. But he deserves the accolade. He deserves this recognition. He's absolutely brilliant. And, I said this on nomination. I kind of hate that, I don't hate that they got nominated, Neil Flynn and Patricia Heaton, but I hate that the kids didn't get nominated either. Because Atticus Shaffer, Eden Sher, and Charlie McDermott are awesome, and they deserve some, especially Eden Sher, deserves some recognition too. So that kind of upsets me. But you know what? Great to see Neil Flynn win. Great to see Patricia Heaton win. I guess The Middle nostalgia could carry some very big support. And here they are doing it. So now the nominees for Outstanding Comedy Series, the last award here in the comedy genre categories. The nominees for Outstanding Comedy Series are Blackish, ABC; Modern Family, ABC; The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Amazon; The Middle, ABC; Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Netflix. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Comedy Series goes to The Middle, ABC. So nostalgia carries the night, and I thought it could, and it did. The Middle wins. I didn't think Modern Family had a chance. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, I wasn't sure about. I thought maybe Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Blackish, or The Middle. But I thought, there's an emotional resonance with The Middle right now. People miss it. They just rediscovered it. They watched the last season. So no surprise here to see The Middle. And it had a great finale. No surprise here to see The Middle do this. And again, well deserved. It was such an underappreciated, underrecognized show that deserved much more than it got. So very good choice here with The Middle winning Outstanding Comedy Series. All right, so folks, right now I'm going to step away for just a minute or two because I am told that we have a slight issue technically. So let me just step away. Just hang in there because you're gonna get like nothing on the screen because I don't have commercials or anything. That's one of the downsides to the setup we have. So just hang tight in there. We'll be right back. In just a few minutes here. Just give us a minute or two. Just be patient here if you could, please. It's probably going to work in our favor because we are kind of moving quickly through things, and we do have to wait for the live vote award results to come in. So give me a minute or two here, and we'll be right back here as we deal with this real technical issue. Just give us 1 minute. We'll be right back in just a minute or two. See you in a bit. All right, folks, we're back. Sorry, it took it took a little bit longer than I thought. I thought I would take a minute or two, but it didn't. So I just had to make some internet. I had some internet issues, so yeah. So I had to deal with that. But anyway, we're back now, and you know what? That's good because it gave us a little bit of a chance to, I guess, say stall. Because one of the things that's about the setup that kind of blows is that we don't have commercial breaks that we can stall through to save fill time. Me being the only host, usually I have my co-host Mike who does this with me, and he's able to fill some time. He takes his time going through things and stuff. So, but me being the only host, we're moving through things very quickly. So, but yeah, but now it's 11:21. We got 6 minutes, and we still got enough categories here to kind of stall us through. So we should be okay now in time. But I did not want to take as long of a break as I did there, but things took a little bit longer than expected, so my apologies for that. But let's jump now. Let's get back into these genre categories here, and major genre categories here. We'll go into drama now. The nominees for outstanding. Well, no, we won't do drama. Let's do dramedy. I like to do dramedy in the middle. It just makes sense. Comedy, then dramedy, and drama. It's kind of like merging. So, all right. The nominees for outstanding supporting actress in a dramedy: Zazie Beetz, Atlanta, FX. Natalia Cordova-Buckley, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. Isadora Gorister, Shameless, Showtime. Elizabeth Henstridge, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. Emma Kenney, Shameless, Showtime. And the Indie Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Dramedy goes to Natalia Cordova-Buckley, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. I thought this was a great choice. Natalia finally got the chance to do some really, really good, cool things as Yo-Yo. Losing both her arms, her character losing both her arms, and the struggles with that. She got to play some good comedy as well. She always has good one-liners, but she also got to play the drama too. The perfect, dramedy performance, really. So very good choice. In fact, I think the best choice. So very, very good choice here as far as outstanding supporting actress in a dramedy. So I really agree with that as far as the choices that were there. All right, now the nominees for outstanding supporting actor in a dramedy: Ian DeCostricker, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. Joseph Gilgun, Preacher, AMC. Steve Hawley, Shameless, Showtime. Cameron Monaghan, Gotham, Fox. Henry Simmons, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. And Brian Tyree Henry, Atlanta, Fox. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Dramedy goes to a tie. The two winners, Ian DeCostricker, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC, and Cameron Monaghan, Gotham, Fox. The two guys I thought were the best in this category. Look, Ian has won this category a ton. He is one of the best actors on TV, in my opinion, and he's as his character fits, he's just amazing. He had he's had great material the last couple of years, but he's essentially been playing dual roles here again, and he's done a phenomenal job. He just had great work all season long, so totally deserved. And Cameron Monaghan, same thing, dual roles. Having to play two different characters, and he played, Jeremiah, first Jerome, then Jeremiah, two different versions of the Joker with different character traits. Jerome, the more flashier, flamboyant, hugely theatrical, and then Jeremiah, I should say, who's more quieter, more subtle, more of that, cool, calm, seductive, almost evil kind of character. So they're two completely different variations, and very, very good performance. So both these guys I thought were the best in this category. So for them to both win is, that's the true nature of a tie. They deserved it. Both of them deserved it. So I'm glad they both got it here. We haven't had too many ties now. Usually in the Spotlight we have tons of ties. We haven't had two. I think this might be our third. So it's that. I like the fact that we don't have too many. I'm sometimes I think it's a cop out, but there are categories sometimes where you see two people and I'm going to go, oh, hey, that's deserved. And this is deserved, I think. So to see Cameron and Ian win here, I think it's the right call. So very good choices there on that category. The nominees now for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Dramedy: Chloe Bennett, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. Ming-Na Wen, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. Ruth Negga, Preacher, AMC. Emmy Rossum, Shameless, Showtime. Constance Zimmer, Unreal, Lifetime / Hulu. And the Inspired by TV Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Dramedy goes to Chloe Bennett, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. I figured it'd be Chloe. Last year, I think Ming won this, and she deserved it. But I thought Chloe would win this. She had a great season on S.H.I.E.L.D. She had a lot of big emotional stuff, in addition to the usual one-liners that comes with being in a Marvel show. I think Emmy Rossum will probably take this next year because this is her last season of Shameless. But I figured Chloe would get this, and I thought it wouldn't even be close. And I think it's deserved based on the choices that were here. All right, the nominees for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Dramedy. Dominic Cooper, Preacher, AMC. Donald Glover, Atlanta, FX. Clark Gregg, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. William H. Macy, Shameless, Showtime. David Mizzou, Gotham, Fox. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Dramedy goes to Clark Gregg, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. This category I thought would be a little bit more wide open, but not in terms of, I didn't think every single, but before I get into this, it is 11/27. That is the deadline for the live voted award-winning submissions to be sent in. So that we will now not accept any more submissions for the live voted award. So we are closing the voting on that. So just keep that in mind. We have reached that deadline. All right, so just going back to what I said, I thought this was going to be a race between Donald Glover for Atlanta, Clark Gregg, William H. Macy, who I thought had a great season on Shameless, and David Mizzou, who I was shocked to see go into lead actor because I think he is more supporting, and Ben McKenzie's the lead. But also, I also shouldn't be because they've been kind of slowly growing him into more of a lead as he gets older and takes on more of being Batman. And so I guess I do kind of agree with it. And seeing that he broke into this category, I thought he might have a chance to win. So I thought everybody but Dominic Cooper could win this. That's not disrespecting Dominic Cooper; he's brilliant, but Clark Gregg makes a lot of sense because the fact the character had this emotional journey this year, and really this whole season was resting on. The whole show always rests on him, but this whole season's arc rested on him. So, you can't argue with him as a choice here. Honestly, anybody could have would have been deserved here. But yeah, Clark Gregg's a great choice. Okay, the nominees for Outstanding Dramedy Series. Atlanta, FX. Gotham, Fox. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. Preacher, AMC. And Shameless, Showtime. And the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Dramedy Series goes to Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. Judging by how well Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has done tonight, it shouldn't be a surprise. Atlanta could have had a chance here. Shameless, although this wasn't Shameless' best season, season 8. So Gotham has been improved, so you could have seen them. But I thought Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was the favorite here, and I'm not. Again, looking at the fan support it's had, and had a great season. So, and I think many people have felt about what this is last season, but yeah, very well deserved. Not really surprised to see it win here. Now we go on to the drama categories. The nominees for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series. Alexis Beadle, The Handmaid's Tale, Hulu. Millie Bobby Brown, Stranger Things, Netflix. Ann Dowd, The Handmaid's Tale, Hulu. Danai Gurira, The Walking Dead, AMC. Thandie Newton, Westworld, HBO. Winona Ryder, Stranger Things, Netflix. And Yvonne Strahovski, The Handmaid's Tale, Hulu. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series goes to Ann Dowd, The Handmaid's Tale, Hulu. I figured it's going to be either Ann or one of the ladies from Stranger Things, either Winona or Millie. But I think this is the right choice. Ann Dowd was brilliant on *Handmaid's Tale*. I thought she had the best performance in this category probably this year. So yeah, I like this choice. I think this is the right choice. All right, the nominees for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series. Goes to Fine, *The Handmaid's Tale*, Hulu. David Harbour, *Stranger Things*, Netflix. Lenny James, *The Walking Dead*, AMC, and *Fear the Walking Dead*, that should say, AMC. Noah Schnapp, *Stranger Things*, Netflix. Matt Smith, *The Crown*, Netflix. And this probably TV award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series goes to Noah Schnapp, *Stranger Things*, Netflix. I said it that night the nominations came out. I said before the nominations, if Noah's nominated, he should win whatever he's nominated for. And he has tonight, and it's well deserved. Well deserved. So, I have nothing else to say on this one. Sometimes you have things you can say about a category. I haven't had a lot of things to say tonight. I think people made the right choices, and so that when you do that, you just kind of say, hey, you know what, this is the right choice. Right choice here. Noah should have won this, and he did, and that's that was expected, in my opinion. All right, the nominees for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. Claire Foy, *The Crown*, Netflix. Tatiana Maslany, *Orphan Black*, BBC. Elizabeth Moss, *The Handmaid's Tale*, Hulu. Kerry Russell, *The Americans*, FX. And Evan Rachel Wood, *Westworld*, HBO. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series goes to Elizabeth Moss, *The Handmaid's Tale*, Hulu. I wouldn't say, well, I would. Next to Noah Schnapp, Elizabeth Moss probably should win everything. She's that brilliant in as this character. She's that good. The show's that good. And to me, from the minute I saw these nominations, even before the nominations, I thought Elizabeth Moss would win and should win, and she did. So again, not much I can say about it. Right choice, the only choice. So yeah, I definitely agree with Elizabeth winning this award. All right, the nominees for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. Jason Bateman, *Ozark*, Netflix. Sterling K. Brown, *This Is Us*, NBC. Ed Harris, *Westworld*, HBO. Milo Frederigalia, I always butchered that name, so my apologies. *This Is Us*, NBC. And Jeffrey Wright, *Westworld*, HBO. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series goes to Jason Bateman, *Ozark*, Netflix. I thought this category was wide open. Much like, Rick and Morty, or this one's probably the second biggest shock of the night for me. This is another true shock, just like Rick and Morty. Ozark's a great show. It's very underrated. Very underrated. And Jason's great on it. But I really thought you'd see, one of This Is Us guys, especially Milo, who had a really dramatic arc last year. I thought maybe one of This Is Us guys would win, or maybe Ed Harris would win. But Bateman's great, and Ozark is a great show. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And I can't argue with this choice. It's an inspired choice. It's a choice I didn't expect to see. So, interesting choice, a good choice, in my opinion. Jason Bateman for Ozark. The nominees for Outstanding Drama Series. The Crown, Netflix. The Handmaid's Tale, Hulu. Stranger Things, Netflix. This Is Us, NBC. Westworld, HBO. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Drama Series goes to Stranger Things, Netflix. To me, this came down to Stranger Things versus The Handmaid's Tale. That's who I thought it would come down to. I don't have all the numbers in front. We can talk about those on Thursday as far as how close the voting was and whatnot. But I thought it could go either way. I imagine it was close, but I don't think you could go along with either one of them. They both, to me, were the two best in this category for last year. So, yeah. So I don't have any issues with either one of those two winning. So Stranger Things winning doesn't bother me in the least. If Handmaid's Tale won, it wouldn't bother me in the least. So, all right. So that concludes the genre categories, the major genre categories. So we made our way through all those. Now we go on here. Let's try to make sure we covered everything that we have to cover here. Make sure we hit all of them. Okay. All right, now, Outstanding Cable Series and Outstanding Network Series. The nominees for Outstanding Cable Series: Atlanta, FX; Shameless, Showtime; Westworld, HBO. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Cable Series goes to Shameless, Showtime. Now, Shameless is a show that hasn't really been represented well on our TV awards for the last for its first, 7 seasons, which is it's always been outrageous to me. But this year, it finally, it had its highest ratings year, so that's probably why it finally burst in, and it's been pretty well represented tonight. And here it is winning Outstanding Cable Series. Look, I like it. I like all three of these shows. You couldn't go wrong either way of any of these three. But maybe it's just one of those things where Shameless was old. I think Atlanta won a lot at our awards last year. So one of those things where maybe Shameless was old. So you can't go wrong with any one of these three. So no issues with Shameless winning here for me. Very deserved. The nominees for Outstanding Network Series: Blackish, ABC; Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC; This Is Us, NBC. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Network Series goes to Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. Again, given how well Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s done tonight, not shocking. I said this on the night nominations came out. I don't really like the fact there's two ABC shows. I used to like them with ABC, CBS, NBC, or ABC, CBS, and Fox, or whatever it is. But it is what it is. And yeah, given how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s done tonight, not surprised to see it win here. And given the year it had, not surprised to see it win. Very deserved. Any one of these three would have been deserved, but S.H.I.E.L.D. had a great year again. And yet, given how popular it is and how passionate people are about it, how good of a year it had, it's not surprised to see it win here. So, all right. Did that one. Now, Outstanding Cable Network and Outstanding Broadcast Network. The nominees for Outstanding Cable Network are FX, HBO, Showtime. And in the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Cable Network goes to HBO. I figured it'd be HBO or Showtime. They both have had nice little runs here. FX, I didn't think had a chance. I think FX. I was shocked that FX got nominated because it only has a few shows that I think people are really resonate with people. But right now, but yeah, I thought it'd come down to HBO versus Showtime. You couldn't go wrong with either choice. So, the nominees for Outstanding Broadcast Network: ABC, CBS, NBC. And the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Broadcast Network goes to NBC. Now, this one was hard to predict for me. I figured Fox wouldn't be nominated, was nominated last year, so you take them out of the mix. ABC's kind of on a downturn. They have some good shows, but they're on a downturn. CBS is relatively stable. NBC is kind of that show that's been finding a few hits here and there. And I think that's probably what edged them in front here. So I guess I can understand why they won. I don't have an issue with it, but really it's a hard one to judge because they all have their issues. And network and broadcast networks are having really hard times, but hey. So you couldn't go. I guess any one of those choices would have probably worked for me because I really don't know who should have won, but All right, right now, before we get to announcing the overall lead actor, supporting actors, and then, of course, we'll do the live vote of the awards and the biggest award of the night, TV award, TV show of the year, TV program of the year. Before I get to that, I'm going to present my award, the Standing Ovation Award. This award is an award that it started out giving this to an actor, an actress, a producer, a writer, a director, a show, in the movie, in the case of the film awards, a film that's underappreciated, underrecognized. My whole thing was that you couldn't have won an award. Heck, you probably shouldn't have been nominated that many times. That was my original, requirements. Now I've relaxed things a little bit. Now I'm accepting of recognizing those that might have won an award at some point. It's just that you have to be under-recognized. You have to be underappreciated. So let's say you maybe won once, okay, but you easily should have won like 8 or 9 times, okay, something like that. So that's what this award is. It's a way to shine some light on an actor, actress, writer, producer, director, film, TV show, whatever the case may be. It's a way to shine a light on any one of those that I think is worthy of that spotlight, no pun intended, and that appreciation and recognition. So that in a way, maybe it speaks to some of you out there and gets you to appreciate that actor or actress's work, or that writer's work, or that director's work, or you go seek out that person's work or that show or that film, and you start to have an appreciation for their work. It's just like a recommendation in a way. But anyway, I always have a lot of choices. I usually start to think about this right before we get to the nominations and announce nominations. I really try to think about people that deserve it. And even though it's been well represented tonight, it's still a show and a cast that is very under-recognized outside of one person. And I've been watching it for 8 seasons, and it's an absolutely brilliant show that should resonate with everyone because of the nature of the family and the struggles they have. But it's that rare show that is able to not educate you, but like entertain you, but also affect you emotionally, because it is a dramedy. But it's a dramedy in the truest sense, that when it's serious, and when it's funny. And they don't try to, nothing gets too watered down. Everything just kind of falls into place. You don't have any of these things where there's a serious situation going on and then there's a joke that takes away from it. Everything is well balanced and well cared for and done brilliantly on this show. And John Wells, who was brilliant ER, and we can go on and on. John Wells is brilliant. So when you have him running the show, you're gonna get quality. And that's what Shameless is. Shameless is quality. It's fun. It's dramatic. It's emotional, and it's led by one of the by William H. Macy, who has been recognized for his work. Maybe not as much as he should have, but he has been. But realistically speaking, the lead of that show from day one, even though William H. Macy gets the most notoriety, is Emmy Rossum, who just announced she'll be leaving after the current season that starts on Sunday ends. Emmy Rossum is somebody that we've all seen kind of grow up, in film and TV and movies. And, she's probably going to be more known now for Shameless than anything else. But from the time that show began, I never understood why William H. Macy was looked at as the lead. She has been the lead. She has been the centerpiece of the show. And I easily think she should have won at least 4 Emmys by now. And it's a shame. It's a crime that she didn't. She's absolutely brilliant. And her leaving this year is just appropriate time for people to kind of see what all the fuss about and tune into Shameless and see how good she is. And it's not just her; it's the whole ensemble. Jeremy Allen White, whose lip is such a complicated character, and he's absolutely astounding in that role. Cameron Monaghan, who's getting a lot of accolades and recognition for his work on Gotham, but also on this show as Ian, playing the bipolar Ian, gay Ian, who has had one hurdle to jump over, the one hurdle or after the other. It's always something with him. He's always dealing with something, and Cameron plays him brilliantly. Emma Kenney, who plays a teenage single mother, and has grown into quite the actress, and she's also on the Connor, was on Roseanne, now the Connors now. Ethan Kukowski, who doesn't get enough credit for playing a character that could easily come off as a caricature in Carl, but doesn't, and has an emotional core that really makes him relatable. And we could go on and on. Snowa Hampton, Steve Howley, who bring the comic relief, but also have these moments of real emotion that, you know, really just speak to you. And Isabella Gorster, who took a character that really should have been a footnote and made her into a beloved character that people are going to hate to see not on the show anymore. So this is a show that never has gotten its due. People are kind of just finding it because it's on Netflix and you know, other things. They're starting to find it now, and that's why it's had its highest rated season this year. And that's probably why you've seen it recognized in our award show finally tonight. It's such an under-recognized and underappreciated show and cast, and it doesn't deserve to be. If you haven't watched this show, even if you don't have Showtime, watch it on Netflix. Find it, buy it on DVD or Blu-ray or something and watch it. You will not be disappointed. It is a great, great show, and it deserves much more than it gets, and it deserves this standing ovation award. So my standing ovation award goes to the cast and crew of Shameless, and to the show Shameless for just being absolutely brilliant, and just the kind of show that really is effective and resonates with I think anybody that watches it. So that's who gets my standing ovation, with the cast and crew of Shameless, the TV show Shameless. It's funny how I got to get my standing ovation award when it's been finally recognized on our show tonight, but whatever. But I chose that a long time ago. I wasn't going to change it. So, all right, now we're going to announce the overall Best Actor, Best Actress, Supporting Actor, and Supporting Actress. Now, in the past, we do separate voting for this. We've done that for the Film Awards. You know, we've done that in the past. But what we've chosen to do the last few times we've done these awards is to just go with what you all voted for, you know, in the genre category. So basically, we choose the top vote getters from the lead actor, supporting actor, and supporting actress categories across all the genres. So we just presented a few minutes ago comedy awards in comedy actors, for comedy actors, dramatic actors, and dramedy actors, right? So what we do is, so let's say we take the lead actors from comedy, the lead actors from drama, and the lead actors from dramedy. We put them all together. Who got the most votes from that whole group? That's your outstanding lead actor. Same thing for lead actor, same thing for supporting actor, same thing for supporting actor. Instead of doing a separate thing where we kind of combine, you know, what's always end up being like a combination, you know, and a combination of all the actors together in a category, and then people had to vote again. Instead of doing that, we just take the votes that have already been done. It's just simpler that way. So, you know, that's how we do it now. So, without further ado, let's just get into it right now. If you don't get it, you can always ask me, you know, after the show or something. But that's generally how it should be self-explanatory. So here we go. Our overall outstanding supporting actress, okay, is, so the In the Spotlight TV for overall supporting act for most outstanding supporting actress, I should say. That's the way to say it. Duh, Brian. Is Ann Dowd, The Handmaid's Tale. So Ann Dowd is the overall outstanding supporting actress. Not really surprising. Again, I felt like, again, she gave probably the best supporting actress performance of the year. So that one I agree with completely. All right, now the In the Spotlight TV award for outstanding supporting actor goes to Noah Schnapp, Stranger Things. Again, based on, I've said it all night. It's like Ann Dowd, you know, totally deserved. But and anything he was nominated for, he should win, and he is. So that's the right call. Definitely the right call. All right. Now, the In the Spotlight TV award for outstanding lead actress, overall outstanding lead actress, goes to Elizabeth Moss, The Handmaid's Tale, Hulu. Okay, so again, kind of like Ann Dowd, kind of like Noah Schnapp. Elizabeth deserves this. Again, I don't think anybody else gave a better lead actress performance this year. So totally deserved and expected. So far, the 3 people we've gotten for these are expected, in my opinion. This is the one. The next one is the one that I thought would be a little bit more of a surprise and a crapshoot because I think it could go to anybody. All right, the In the Spotlight TV Award for Outstanding Lead Actor goes to Clark Gregg, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. So I guess this makes sense because, Jason Bateman winning was kind of a surprise. Noah's Ark isn't as, popular. And, Neil Flynn has always been underrecognized for the middle. So comedy is kind of a hard category sometimes. So, yeah, so I guess this is not too surprising, given how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has done tonight. Now, before somebody asks, I feel like I should point this out. People ask me, well, you're combining all the votes. Does that also include any of the other categories that any of these actors might nominate them, like outstanding breakthrough performance, outstanding ensemble? It does. Any votes for that actor get included. So it does kind of give you a leg up if you're nominating another category. But I think that's the only fair way to do it. So, but yeah. I look, I think if you consider the names, I think Clark is a good choice here. So I think these are 4 really, really good choices. Clark Gregg for Outstanding Lead Actor for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Elizabeth Moss for The Handmaid's Tale for Outstanding Lead Actress. Noah Schnapp for Stranger Things for Outstanding Supporting Actor. And Ann Dowd, Outstanding Supporting Actress for The Handmaid's Tale. 4 great choices here. 4 great choices here. So, and based on how tonight's gone, no surprises, really, if you think about it. So, all right, with that being said, now, before we get to the biggest award of the night, TV program of the year, we now can say that we have the results for the live voted awards. We have the winners. So we can go with this right now. So we will start off with the miniseries categories. We'll start off with Best Miniseries, Limited Series Performance. The nominees were Jessica Biel, The Sinner, Darren Criss, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story, and Kyle MacLachlan for Twin Peaks. And the live voted award for Best Miniseries, Limited Series Performance goes to Darren Criss, Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story. I'm not briefly comment on it. I'm not surprised. As soon as I saw him appear, I figured he'd win. He was brilliant in that. Brilliant as the killer in that. So, not a shock there. Totally deserved, in my opinion. All right, now the nominees for Best Miniseries or Limited Series: The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story, The Sinner, Twin Peaks. And the live voted award for Best Miniseries or Limited Series goes to The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story. Same thing. I thought it would win. I guess I could see Twin Peaks because it has a fan base, but I figured this would win, and it did. So, and I think it deserved to, really. Because really, Twin Peaks was kind of weird. It was good, but it was weird. And The Sinner was good, but I just thought Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story, that was better. So, good choices here. Good choices so far here. All right, the nominees for Best Streaming Show: Stranger Things, The Crown, The Handmaid's Tale. And in the spotlight, well, I shouldn't say I'm saying live vote awards right now. So look at this. I'm screwing everything up. This is why I need a co-host. Seriously. And the live voted award for Best Streaming Show goes to Stranger Things. Again, going to be either Stranger Things and The Handmaid's Tale. So Stranger Things beats The Handmaid's Tale again. It's the second time tonight. So I imagine it was very close. Again, I don't know the numbers in front of me. I imagine it was very close. All right. Now the nominees for Best Streaming Network: Amazon, Hulu, Netflix. And the live vote award for best streaming network goes to Netflix. Not really surprising. I mean, it's either going to be Netflix or probably or Hulu. So, not really surprising though. Good, and I can't really argue with it. So, all right, now the nominees for most underappreciated show, actor, or actress of the year. The nominees were Ozark, The Middle, and the child actors of Stranger Things. And the live vote award for most underappreciated show, actor, or actress of the year goes to The Middle. Ozark, Jason Bateman finally got nominated, so at least there's that. Stranger Things actors were nominated in Ensemble, but they still don't get the accolades they deserve. Noah and Millie are the only ones that really have. So you could have went with anyone, but look, The Middle, Nostalgia, and I think they won this year, to be honest. Last year, I should say, to be honest. So look, with Nostalgia and it be going off the air, and it never did get its due, so you can't really argue with it winning here. So I'm glad to see it doing so well here tonight. But it is kind of funny though if it wins this again in the same night on the same night that it won best comedy. But whatever, it's old for all the 9 years that it didn't get recognized like it should have, and again it did win this last year, I believe. But you know what? Probably deserved to win every year because of how underrecognized it was. So, all right. The nominees for most improved show of the year: Gotham, Grey's Anatomy, Legends of Tomorrow. And the live voted award for most improved show of the year goes to Gotham. I did think it was random that Grey's Anatomy got here. I'm not saying it wasn't most improved, but this, Grey's Anatomy's never been well represented on our show, so it was always random that ended up here. But I figured it'd come down to Gotham versus Legends of Tomorrow. They both are very improved. Gotham, I think, was on this list last year. So was Legends of Tomorrow. But even though they improved last year, they both improved even more this year. So again, even though it's kind of repetitive, I do think they deserve to be on this list. Gotham's a good choice. You could have went with Legends of Tomorrow too. Either one would have been a good choice in my opinion. So, all right, the nominees for best TV decision of the year: The Conners, ABC; Bringing Back Last Man Standing, Fox; Bringing Back Lucifer, Netflix. And the live voted award for best TV decision of the year goes to Bringing Back Lucifer, Netflix. Now, obviously, The Conners and Last Man Standing both had some political things involved. So again, I feel like that might have impacted things here. And that and Lucifer has a very passionate, not that the other two don't. Last Man Standing obviously had one that a passionate fan base, tried to get him back on the air last year. But Lucifer has a very passionate fan base. It's also it's not more recent because Last Man Standing just got picked up. So, but having said that, I think the other two having a little bit more of a political tilt to them is probably why Lucifer won this. So you could have went with any of them because I thought they were all good decisions in their respective ways. But I wasn't surprised to see Lucifer win, given the political aspect of the other two. All right, and the final live voted award to present: Best TV Moment of the Year. The nominees: Daenerys attacks the Lannisters, Game of Thrones; Fitzsimmons get married, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.; The Breaking of the Loop, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And the live voted award for best TV moment of the year goes to Fitzsimmons gets married, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Well, I guess it was only a matter of, and look, when you do these live voted awards, you usually, if there's an award that involves a ship, they're going to win. So I guess I should have expected it. But look, the Daenerys attacking the Lannisters, but with Drogon, and was an epic moment for Game of Thrones. The time loop scene is one of my favorite scenes in TV all year, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I love that scene. That would have been my choice. But you know what? The fans waited a long time to see Fitzsimmons get married, and it was a surprise moment, a big moment. And look, ships win these things oftentimes, so I can't go wrong with any of the three. but you know, and again, Agents of Shield very well represented here, like it's been all night. So, and also I have to point this out. You know, Game of Thrones wasn't eligible for anything this year, so that should have been a disqualification. But we didn't catch that because it's a live vote of the awards. We weren't thinking, and so much else was going on tonight. But I digress. I don't think anything else. I'd have to check through our numbers, but I don't know if anything else even registered. So that's probably why I got here. But anyway, it shouldn't have been involved. So thankfully it didn't win because it wouldn't have been common. We'd have had to give it to the second place finisher anyway because Game of Thrones wasn't aired during this eligibility period. So apparently our fans forgot that too, just like we did. So, but anyway, that is it. That's the live voted awards. Those are the awards you all decided on throughout the night tonight. Some of you helped to decide nominees, and many of you helped to decide the winners here tonight. So the winners, Best TV Moment of the Year, Fitzsimmons Gets Married, Marvel's Agents of the Shield. Best TV Decision of the Year, Bringing Back Lucifer, Netflix. Most Improved Show of the Year, Gotham. Most Underappreciated Show, Actor, Actress of the Year, The Middle. Best Streaming Network, Netflix. Best Streaming Show, Stranger Things. Best Miniseries, Limited Series, Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story. And Best Miniseries or Limited Series Performance, Darren Criss, The Assassination of Gianni Versace, American Crime Story. So those are your live voted awards. We have one more tonight. One more award. TV Program of the Year. The biggest award of the night. And the nominees for TV Program of the Year are Atlanta, FX. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., ABC. Modern Family, ABC. Shameless, Showtime. Stranger Things, Netflix. The Crown, Netflix. The Handmaid's Tale, Hulu. The Middle, ABC. This Is Us, NBC. Westworld, HBO. And the In the Spotlight TV Award for TV Program of the Year goes to... I wish there was a drum roll. Stranger Things, Netflix. I am told, again, I don't have the numbers in front of me, that this was the closest vote of the night. So I'll see what the numbers were, but Stranger Things. And look, based on the voting, I figured it'd be Stranger Things, Handmaid's Tale, or Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Thought it'd be one of those three. Ultimately, before I saw how the voting went tonight, as far as like how well Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did, I thought it'd be Stranger Things versus Handmaid's Tale. So I'm not really surprised. I think it's deserved. And so, yeah, so Stranger Things, the TV program of the year. And it's a brilliant show. Look, it had a great second season. So, you know, as far as the numbers go, like I've been saying throughout this whole night, I will let you all know on Thursday how close some of the voting was, some of the statistics and all that kind of stuff. But oh no, I think, look, we didn't have that many ties, which I think is nice. Like I said earlier, you know, there are some categories where you like that there's ties, but you don't, too many ties. It's just not good. So I am happy that there wasn't too many ties here tonight in the spotlight fashion. So that's good that we didn't have too many. So yeah, so I'm glad that we did it. We had some great winners. We had some surprise winners. But generally, I think for the most part, that's why I didn't have a lot to say on some categories. I think the right people won based on the nominees. So I applaud you all. Thank you to all those that were a part of this, from our vote tabulators that helped, even though we were late and all that stuff. But our vote tabulators who helped us in putting together the ballots and counting all the votes and making sure everything went well. For both the regular awards and the live voted awards, to those that helped to decide the nominees and the winners of the live voted awards, to those that helped to decide the nominees and winners of the TV awards. thank you so much for being a part of this process. And thank you, as you always do, with the Film and TV Awards, those of you that participate, for taking it seriously and not just because I can always tell. That's one of the cool things about this show. Every time we've done an award show, for the most part, I've been able to look at it and go, you know what? It wasn't just who's the most popular. It wasn't just who, person A or person B liked. They try, you all out there that participate, always, always, always try to vote for the best. And that's what it's about. We all have our favorites. And sure, and there's a deep down part of us that wants our favorites to win. But for me, it's more important that the right person wins. You know what I'm saying? It really is. And I'm pleased that over these 8 years we've been doing this, that for the most part, the right people usually win, or at least get nominated. So that's something that I can't say for a lot of the award shows out there. I've always been appreciative of that. So thank you to all of you that, part of my yawning, thank you to all of you that participate in our awards and do such a great job and just taking it seriously. And really, I've heard it over the years that people say, we go and we watch, clips, and we really try to pick the right people. And that means so much to me that people do that. So I'm sure not everybody does, but to those that do, thank you so much, because that's what this is about. I'm essentially giving you all the power to decide this and to know that you're taking it seriously and doing right by it. That's awesome. So thank you. So this was a tremendous event again. We certainly miss Mike doing this with us, but we did the best we could with it. I know I'm not nearly as dramatic and nearly as well spoken and eloquent, but we did the best we could, and that's all that matters. So with that being said, we are done for the night. As always, the show might be over. Does not mean you have to stop interacting with our show. Can you have your voice heard? Send us your feedback about the TV awards, about our show in general, comments, reactions, opinions on things we talked about on the show, things we said, topic ideas, breaking news, items, sports, entertainment, wrestling wants to cover, questions about the show and the scheduling of the show, any of these things you can do by email, Facebook, and Twitter. You can email us at itspotlight411@gmail.com. You can also follow us and tweet us at itspotlight411. Please remember to use the hashtag itspotlight411. If you're sending us feedback about the TV awards, use hashtag ITSTV awards as well. For anything you tweet regarding the show. And again, if it's about the TV awards, use that other hashtag as well for TV awards so that you can, differentiate. That's always good. You can also find us on Facebook. To search for In the Spotlight 411 on Facebook, and then make sure that you like and follow our fan page so you can have access to everything you really want access to in regards to the show. And what's that you want access to? Well, information, updates on the show, the scheduling of the show, topic ID, breaking news, anytime we have to do a postponement or delay. Any of these things are available to you on our social media page, on our Facebook page, and our Twitter page. So make sure that you follow us on social media. Follow us on Twitter at itspotlight411. And follow us on Facebook at In the Spotlight 411, and just follow our fan page so that you can have access to all of our scheduling updates, all of our news about the show, and of course we also post random things on our social media page as well, on Twitter and Facebook as well. So to have access to all of that, make sure that you follow us on Twitter and Facebook. You have 2 ways to keep up the show and look back at classic episodes. You can stream us anytime on Google Plus and YouTube. Just search for In the Spotlight 411 on both those sites. And when you do, you'll be taken to our show pages on both sites. You'll find every episode we ever produced for Google Plus and YouTube. It's every episode mid-October of 2015, all after tonight's current episode. Those episodes are available for you to stream anytime you want. Just check us out on Google Plus and YouTube and search for In the Spotlight 411. If streaming's not your thing, maybe you prefer to listen to us on the go. Maybe you're interested in older episodes of the show. If any of that applies to you, check us out on our main host sites, Podbean and iTunes. Just search for In the Spotlight 411 on both those sites. And when you do, you'll be taken to our show pages on both sites, where you'll have access to every episode we've ever produced in the nearly 8 years we've been doing the show. So every episode from original Blog Talk Radio 11 from October 2010 to January 2011. All of our Talk Show episodes from January 2011, all up to mid-October 2015. And all of our Google Plus YouTube episodes from mid-October 2015, all up to tonight's current episode, all available in audio format for your convenience. Every episode we've ever done in audio format for your convenience. All in order from the most recent show, which is tonight, all the way up to way back and when we started the show in October 2010. Every episode in audio format available for you anytime you want to listen to them on our main host sites, Podbean and iTunes. Just search In the Spotlight 411. So Google Plus, YouTube, Podbean, iTunes. And Google Plus, YouTube, Podbean, iTunes, your ways to keep with the show and look back at classic episodes. So search for In the Spotlight 411 and search for In the Spotlight 411. Shout out to my co-host Mike again, who wasn't with us tonight. Hopefully, over the next few weeks, we'll be having some information about him. Hopefully, he'll be rejoining the show. So we'll talk about that. We'll announce things with that soon, along with everything else. So, but he is doing better. He's been going through a rough time, but he is doing better. So, hope to have him back soon. So, shout out to him. We missed him tonight, and we've been missing him throughout the summer. So, hopefully, he'll be back soon. We also thank myself for our great show, Pastor back, and thank all of you for your continued support and contributions to the show. Thank you so much for watching. To those that will be and listening as well, to those that will be watching, listening to this later, thank you to you as well. To all those that participated in the TV awards this year in some form, thank you again. Thank you for making it another success. That is it for tonight, and for the first time since the beginning of the year, I get to say this is not it for this week. We will be back with you this coming Thursday, September the 6th at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully, because we've been late all the time, but hopefully it'll be 9 o'clock Eastern Time. But that will be our next show. That's the time that we're set. So 9 o'clock Eastern Time this Thursday is our next show. We'll do some sports, baseball, the Colin Kaepernick stuff, football, a lot of stuff to go through there. We'll do some wrestling. We'll do some entertainment in the form of the Box Office Beat. We'll make some announcements related to the show. It'll be a big show. You don't want to miss it this coming Thursday, September the 6th at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That is when our next show will air. So until then, I hope you have a great rest of your night, a great Wednesday, and a great Thursday. We'll see you back here for our next show this coming Thursday, September the 6th at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Again, this coming Thursday, September the 6th at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That is our next show. Until then, good night, everybody.